So we wanted to do a New Year's video and just talk about what are we talking about?
Our experience the first 3 months we have been in Florida, what we look forward to.
What 2018 brought us, the decision that we made in 2018, and what we look forward to in 2019, and what we want to accomplish.
Yes.
Okay, so you start.
We decided to sell the house that we had built 4 years ago and move to Florida for better opportunities financially, as well as more things to do. We lived in a small town north of Myrtle Beach, south of Wilmington, North Carolina. It was a very nice place, but there was absolutely nothing to do. Restaurants closed at 8 o'clock. When we both got off work, we felt like we could never go out and do things that we want to do or things that we enjoy. We decided to come to Florida just for the opportunities, as well as just things to do. There's more things to do here. There's all the parks, Disney, Universal, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, the water parks. I know I'm leaving some out. SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, that's over in Tampa.
We originally were going to move to Charlotte, North Carolina. Dave was offered a job there, and the more we thought about it, I really didn't want to move to Charlotte because there was nothing there that interested me. They have the Charlotte Panthers there. Dave is really into sports, and he has friends there, so there were things there that he could enjoy and that he could do, but there was not really anything there that interested me. And we have been talking for how many years? When did we start talking about rental properties?
Probably 2 or 3 years ago.
Had been talking about that a while, and it is something that we want to do in the future. I started thinking, well, if we lived in North Carolina and had rental properties in Florida, they would be kind of hard to manage because we would have to hire companies to be able to manage them for us, being that we were so far away. So I started thinking, well, if we're really going to do this, if we're really going to move, why not just move to Florida? Because both of us really like Florida. Both of us really like the theme parks and all of the things that Florida has to offer as far as things to do and things to see. So I started thinking, well, why not just move to Florida? Dave started looking for jobs and flew down here on a Thursday. Or was it on a Wednesday?
No, I think I flew down. I don't know when I flew down exactly.
We actually realized after watching our video that we just recorded that Dave did not fly down here to interview. He drove down.
Yes.
Yeah. So we wanted to put that in there. Go and hand out resumes. He had contacted some companies online and actually had interviews lined up, but also wanted to drop off resumes at different companies to see, what, if anything panned out from that. Had 5 interviews between 2 days.
Mm-hmm. The first 2 days.
And was offered a job. So that was half of the battle right there for Dave to find a job before we moved. If he didn't find a job before we moved, we were still moving. That wasn't going to sway us or change our minds about moving. We were still going to move whether he found a job or not. But we were hoping that at least one of us would have a job moving here, because that's half of the battle, is finding a job. Dave was not happy with his job in North Carolina either. And every time I would suggest, well, we should just move. We should just sell the house and we should move. And he would say, no, that's too extreme. We can't do that. So we both felt kind of crazy when we decided to pack up everything, sell our house, and move to a different state. Our minds were made up. We were moving to Florida, and we started the process to sell our home in Southport, North Carolina. How long did that take?
To sell the house? 3 days.
Yep. Sold our house in 3 days.
We were not expecting it to sell that quick. I figured a week, 2 weeks.
Maybe even a month.
Yeah, but 3 days. Actually, we had an offer in 2 days. I think it was 2 days.
Yeah.
But the guy that made the offer was not, I don't think he was the type of buyer that we wanted to deal with, because he was very pushy with the realtor. And I'm not a fan of pushy people as it is. So we actually declined the offer and wanted to wait an extra day, because our open house was the following day, which was a Saturday. After the open house, we had an offer, and we ended up selling the house to that individual. He pretty much gave us what the asking price was. He was paying cash, which I think we were a little shocked about that, for somebody to have that amount of cash to just buy it outright. But that's what he wanted to do, and he was buying it for his daughter, and we decided to go that route. So everything worked out great, and I came to Florida about 2 weeks after that, started work, and still are working for the same company. Enjoy what I'm doing, like the people I work with. They feel more like a family than co-workers. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the weather, I'm enjoying the people, I'm enjoying everything that Orlando and the surrounding areas have to offer. And I'm just happy to be here more than anything else, and happy to see what happens in the future with the rental properties and stuff like that that we plan on getting into in the near future, the very near future.
Right now we're in the process of trying to get pre-approved to be able to buy a home. Hopefully that's not going to take 6 months. We've been renting now for almost 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
So we're hoping only, a couple more months. We were lucky enough to find someone that was willing to rent to us on a short-term basis and let us have our animals. And Dee is walking around in the background, so that's what you hear, the clickety-clinkety of his nails on the tile. So what do we look forward to in 2019?
Winning the lottery.
That'd be nice. But yeah, I think we look forward to being able to buy a house, starting that process.
Yep. For me, that's the next step, and the most important thing is to get into a house, and I would prefer to get into one next month, next week if we could, but nothing against rentals. This house is really tiny.
Yeah, which is not a bad thing. It's just the two of us and the 2 dogs. We're not able to have all of our stuff. All of our stuff is still packed up. We have a 3-bedroom rental, and one of the bedrooms we're using as storage. So we feel like we're still living out of a suitcase somewhat, because we don't have all of our things. Half of our clothes are still packed up.
Majority of our furniture is packed up.
Yeah. A lot of our kitchen utensils, just things that you don't cook with every day, but things that you do cook with from time to time. I just unpacked things that I would use every single day. So,
Yeah. And I think after getting into the house, what we're looking forward to after that is, for me, it's getting situated, getting planted.
settled.
Yeah.
Being settled.
Yeah. Basically sticking some roots in the ground and
Yeah.
Start the whole rental property process, getting in, purchasing a property. The goal is hopefully within 2 years we'll have one, and within 5 years two, and within 10 years three. That's the goal.
Yep.
And we'll go from there. But other than that, it's going to keep working. I work a lot, and I don't mind it because the pay reflects it, so I'm not complaining. And I also look forward to getting more involved with some of the things that take place in Orlando, like with the Corvette clubs and with some other, just other things that are more
Community
oriented. Yeah.
And I love to craft, so I cannot wait to have a house where we can have, Dave has his man cave so that he can have a man cave with all of his Eagles and Penn State sports stuff, and so that I can have a craft room to be able to do crafts. Maybe I can sell some, finally.
Yeah.
And Dave's gonna help me because we're gonna start making wooden signs, and he's gonna help me. So we are going to toast to saying goodbye to 2018 and looking forward to our lives in 2019 in Florida.
Of course, she takes the glass that has more champagne in it. But it's
Wanna
okay.
switch?
It's okay because I don't like this stuff anyways. I like apple cider. But she didn't want to toast with apple cider.
No. So,
Yeah.
hope everybody had a happy new year. This is actually New Year's Day. We were going to film this last night, but we were both too tired and
Fell asleep, and the fireworks at midnight woke us up.
yeah.
Hope everybody had a good 2018, and hope everybody has goals and things that they want to accomplish in 2019. And from our house to yours, we wish everybody many blessings in the upcoming year, and hope everybody has a good 2019.
Mm-hmm. And I'm happy to be doing all of this with you.
Same here. She's just trying to get in my pants.